I did not do anything to him. I did not kick the door so that it would hit you. I did not. I swear. I mean, that was not my intention. I think I remember when the door scraped my toes. Okay. So you told him in that excerpt that you hit him with the door but did not intend to hit him, correct? Did you say that?
I said whatever I said in that recording. I don't, when you play it for me, it's hard for me to remember every single. Are these from the same day? I reacted, but this whole, the door thing, I never did that. That was in on purpose, and I done an accident.
What's it up? I then stood up.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing. I'm really sorry about hitting you with the door. Any intent did not lead to nor.
Yeah, they hit me in the head with the door, but you meant to punch me in the jaw.
I meant to hit you, and I did not do this thing with the door. I do remember I did mean to hit you.
It was about you and me.
The door? No, God, no, I'm
punching me in the jaw.
okay, I'm sorry.
So on the tape, you tell Johnny Depp that you did mean to hit him.
And it also misrepresents what actually happened, which is him trying to get into a room. I'm trying to keep him out. And then he runs the door over my toes, trying to get into the room. I tried to push him out of it, which is what the hit is referred to. And Johnny, whenever he was injured or touched at all, just referred to it in these ways of punching or clocked or whatever. And whether you discussed it with him or not, the last thing you do in talking to him afterwards or trying to reconcile with him is to get into what the definition of those words mean to him. I never even addressed it. If he was ever pushed, it was a cold. He called it a cold clock. I mean, it's just very dramatic.
Is she serious right now? Does she know she's in the court testifying on the stand? Someone please tell her she's not at lunch with friends. But listening to a serious recording of a conversation with Depp of her unprovoked attack on him. Is she aware how incriminating that recording is? She's trying to prove that Depp is the abuser in the relationship, yet according to that recording, she's the aggressor. Makes one wonder if that op-ed she wrote on abuse was all just a fabrication.
Yeah. I know, and I was looking at it from the defense side of it. I was looking at her as she was being questioned by her attorney. And I think it was right before or after the mukbang video. In the recording that they played, you can actually hear her cursing like a sailor. But then when Depp starts cursing, she flinches as if his cursing was bringing up some traumatic experience for her. But I believe it was all part of that, pushing a person's buttons. Like she knew that if she got outrageous with him, started cursing and cutting him off when he was trying to speak, she knew that would result in him becoming abusive in his speech. So I think it was all planned because only the very first flinch appeared to be on point, if you noticed it. But that second and third one, they were totally off.
When Ms. Vasquez asked you if you knew why Mr. Depp couldn't or wouldn't look you in the eye here or in the UK, you said, yes, you know. Why? Please tell the jury why. Because he's guilty. He knows he's lying. Otherwise, why can't he look at me?
I survived. I survived that man, and I'm here, and I'm able to look at him.
Camille is a rock star. I mean, she was brilliantly strategic with this line of questioning. And I'll tell you why I said so. As children, we're taught to always look someone in the eye when talking because it's a sign of honesty. So quite naturally, we tend to mistrust a person that refuses to look us in the eye. So Amber tried to manipulate the jury by pointing out Depp's downcast eyes. Camille then played back the recording of Johnny clearly expressing to Amber that she would never see his eyes again because of that dishonesty with the whole TRO thing. Camille has receipts for everything. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. These are people whose profession is acting. This case will come down to credibility. Whose word is more trustworthy? And that video, it just chipped away a bit more at.
Mm-hmm. And what it all boils down to is that the lie she told just didn't help her in any way. I also believe that the lie, her acting performance, wasn't believable. And that might be the reason why her character role in Aquaman 2 had been reduced significantly, as she stated. Besides, how can she even fix her mouth to say he's guilty when she's been caught in lie after lie after lie?
I don't remember the exact date.
And when you were in Australia, Ms. Heard, you didn't take any pictures of the injuries you claimed to have sustained, right?
I did not take any pictures, no.
But you did take 2 pictures.
Of the mirrors. I took 2 pictures of the bathroom mirrors. That was the master bathroom where I was.
Let's please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 374, which is already in evidence. You took this picture, right, Ms. Heard?
Yes, that's correct.
And this is a mirror in the bathroom in Australia?
That's correct.
And this black paint on the mirror is from Mr. Depp?
That is correct.
He wrote on the mirror in black paint after his finger was cut off, right?
Yes, I only know that because there was blood as well as paint.
So you took this picture after Mr. Depp had injured his fingers, correct?
This was while I was packing, when I was leaving.
That's
when
a
I
yes,
took the
right,
photo.
Ms. Heard?
What's the question? I'm sorry.
You took this picture after Mr. Depp had injured his finger.
That's correct.
And you took this picture after you had allegedly been assaulted by Mr. Depp, yes?
That's correct.
Yet you didn't capture yourself in the mirror, did you?
I don't see myself in the mirror, no.
Let's please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 375. You took this picture as well, right, Ms. Heard?
That's correct.
And this is from one of the bathroom mirrors in Australia?
That's correct.
This is also a picture taken after Mr. Depp had injured his finger.
That's correct.
And this is also a picture taken after you had allegedly been assaulted by Mr. Depp.
That's correct.
You didn't capture yourself in the mirror in this picture either, did you?
I do not see myself in the mirror in that picture.
Is that because you didn't have any visible injuries on you?
It's because I was taking a picture of the writing.
Let's talk about the writing on this mirror. So the writing in black paint is from Mr. Depp, correct?
It's all from Mr. Depp.
And it's your testimony under oath that you did not write the red text that says, quote, "Call Carly Simon, she said it better, babe," end quote.
That's correct.
Because if you did write that, it means that your husband was walking around the house bleeding from his amputated finger, and you're writing snarky messages to him on a mirror, right?
I don't know what your question to me is. I'm sorry.
Let's please take a look at Defendant's Exhibit 1830. And I believe this picture is also admitted into evidence.
That's correct.
This is a picture of the same mirror, right?
That's correct.
But you didn't take this picture.
No, I did not.
This is the one that Ben King took.
And I don't see him in the mirror either.
I don't believe he claimed he had injuries, though. Is that right?
I did not hear Ben King talk about his injuries, no.
Okay. So you would agree, Ms. Heard, that the black text on the mirror says, quote, "She loves naked photos of herself. So modern, so hot."
I had not read that yet. Before, but yeah, that's what it says.
But you were taking pictures of the text, but you had not read that before?
I haven't seen this. It didn't make sense to me at the time when I read it in person.
Okay. Again, Mr. Depp wrote that.
I don't know who else would have.
So, Ms. Heard, just to be clear, it's your testimony that Mr. Depp also wrote the message in red about Carly Simon saying it better, right?
That's correct.
You know Carly Simon sang the song "You're So Vain," right?
I was told that.
So it's your testimony that Mr. Depp was writing messages to himself in the mirror back and forth.
The best I can describe it is it looked like a crazy conversation. It was on the walls, it was
With
on
himself.
lampshades, it was on cushions.
It's your testimony the crazy conversation was with himself.
That's what it looked like from the bloody messages I found.
And you would agree with me that in this photograph, the red text has been smudged with black paint, right?
Yes.
Let's please pull up, if we can, Defendant's Exhibit 375 again. The black smudge isn't in this picture that you took, right?
That's correct.
So Mr. Depp must have not liked his own message to himself.
I'm not quite sure what was happening when Ben took his photograph, no.
In this clip that's showing, along with the sworn statements that she made, they just don't add up. Because if she's crying abuse, both physically and sexually, why in the world is she focusing on taking pictures of a message in a mirror instead of getting pictures of the physical abuse to her person, which she could have done when getting pictures of the mirror messages? Is as Camille suggested. All she had to do was stand in front of the mirror, and she would be able to get 2 pieces of evidence for the price of 1. I guess she hadn't self-inflicted the marks on her body yet. So, just saying. So she couldn't get in front of the mirror. Also, Camille did an excellent job in showcasing Amber's web of lies to the jury where the message in the mirror was concerned. If you look at that initial sloppy black writing, at least for me, I can in good conscience say that I believe Johnny Depp wrote that, because the injury to the middle finger of his dominant hand is conducive to the sloppy initial black writing. However, that red writing, it was way too neat. Therefore, it's unlikely that he was able to write that with that injury to his finger. Because when writing the middle finger, it's used to either keep the writing utensil steady or to allow the writing utensil to rest on the middle finger. It just depends on his particular writing style.
You committed domestic violence against Miss Van Ree during your relationship, didn't you?
No, I did not.
You assaulted her at a Seattle airport in 2009, didn't you?
No, I did not.
And people saw that.
That's not true.
And it was covered in the press. Isn't that true?
It was planted in the press by Johnny's team 2 days after I got the TRO. Not
Can
coincidentally.
you please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1279? You could please have that article displayed for the witness. This is an article from 2 years ago, correct, Ms. Heard?
I don't know when this
May
was.
of 2020?
That's not when it came out, no. This story started getting planted after I got a TRO, after I got a restraining order against Johnny.
The title reads, Amber Heard allegedly struck her ex-girlfriend at the airport, doesn't it?
Yes, and that's not true.
So the article, the title is Amber Heard allegedly struck her ex-girlfriend.
Overruled, go.
Thank you. If I may start over. Amber Heard allegedly struck her ex-girlfriend Tassa Van Ree at the airport in 2009. Did I read that right?
Yes, this is another example of the smear campaign.
So Mr. Depp is not the only domestic partner you've assaulted, is he, Ms. Heard?
I've never assaulted Mr. Depp or anyone else that I've been romantically linked to, ever.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Here, Amber alleges Johnny's legal team planted the article of her assaulting her partner. But it's just weak, that line of reasoning, because be that as it may, planted or not, it was still an actual occurrence. She was seen by several witnesses assaulting her partner, and she was actually arrested by a police officer. She's under the impression that because the partner later denied the assault and they had the record deleted, that it negates the fact that she did in fact assault someone, because it was proven by eyewitnesses and it resulted in her arrest. Whereas her accusations against Depp, she can't produce any evidence, no eyewitnesses, no photos, and not to mention each time the police responded to one of her domestic abuse calls, they saw no physical evidence, no bruises on her, and when sweeping the residence, they couldn't find any evidence that a domestic violence occurred. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black, eh?
Right. Now, before we reveal the number 1 lie, you can take the time right here to click the subscribe button at the bottom right corner of the video. I also have a bonus clip for you. Here, Miss Heard appears to be all broken up in this scene. As she says, she was broken up because of having to testify against Mr. Depp. She appears to be crying, but wait a minute. Where are the tears? Do any of you see the tears? Wait. Someone hand me a magnifying glass, please. Come on, man. We know this is a performance, right? If she really didn't want to testify, would we really have a trial to look at? Absolutely not. So let's just move on from that. And now, the number one lie Amber has been caught in is...
Ms. Heard, is that you and Mr. Depp on this recording?
Yes, it is.
I said to Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened.
Oh, you told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
And I lied.
And that you punched me in the
You're right.
fucking thing. And
You figured it out.
And I watched you lie. And then
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. I was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, even a lot of fights been around a long time. I know. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. But you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are you?
What am I supposed to do? Do this? That's the difference between me and you. I did start a physical fight. Yes, you did. So you did the right thing, the big thing. You know what? You were admirable.
That's you and Mr. Depp on that recording, right, Ms. Heard?
That's correct.
And you said you hit Mr. Depp, right?
Yeah, I had to hit his body to get
Ms.
him out
Heard,
of the door.
my question was, you said on that recording that you hit Mr. Depp, right?
Yes, I did.
And you accused him of being a baby for not wanting to be in a physical fight with you, right?
Incorrect. I accused him of being a baby for complaining about me hitting him when he was trying to get through the door. I was trying to barricade.
Okay, here we distinctly hear Amber admit to kicking in the door. But my question is, if she was trying to get away from Johnny, as she testified, why would she be kicking in the door? Wouldn't she be trying to barricade herself against the door to prevent his entering the room? It just doesn't add up. And and what was that? Arguing over semantics of whether or not she was punching him. She says, I'm not punching you, I'm hitting you. I mean, is it really important if it was a closed hand strike in the form of a fist or an open hand like a slap? The point is, she is clearly the aggressor.
Agreed. Now, all I want to add is that Miss Heard is such an actress. And because of that, maybe we don't have to say she's lying. Rather, we can say she's practicing her acting skills for her next big role. Because most of her testimony was just that, right? Her giving the jury the performance of a lifetime. Anyway, that's all we have for now. Tell us what you think. Is there a lie Miss Heard told? Is there a scene Miss Heard has acted out that you feel should have made the list?
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Until next time, we pass the mic to you.